Hi, welcome to For the Culture Canada, the center point of art and entrepreneurship. By the way, we're recording in Denny's right now, so if you hear background noise, I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, we just came from a show from the Black Box Theater. It's my second time doing an interview right out of the Black Box Theater. The first time was with Il Chris. Today, I'm with somebody that is a CEO and a creative. He is a business savvy, multimedia minded individual, and he's been making lots of waves. He's had lots and lots of history in the music industry, working with people like Rihanna and T.I. and people like that, playing festivals in Australia and everything like that. He's been to the homeland in Uganda spreading his name, and he's here in Kelowna spreading the support and love that we have here. And of course, I'm talking about Heatwave. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah. Kelowna, I'm so happy to be here again, man. Last time I came to Il Chris, I had a blast. I came out here again, and right off top, it's like nothing changed. Just taking it to the next level, so I'm happy to be here. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, man, honestly, this time I think it was even better. The show, the turnout, the support that all these people had was even better. But the only drag with this is that it just went on so long. You didn't even end up performing.
It's crazy, man. People came out. We had so many openers and stuff, but I didn't get to perform, but people are excited to see me. I got to mingle with everybody, my young boys. I brought people from my neighborhood out, man. So my whole thing was I just want to grow my neighborhood, grow BC, grow Kelowna. So me just creating a platform for all these kids just to express themselves, get their music out, look good for social media. That's good for them because maybe some kids maybe only get to play one show a year or two shows a year, but a guy like me is lucky. I get to play multiple shows a year. So if one show I don't get to play, but everybody had a great time and I had a great time and it was great, I got more shows in the new year. It's all good. They're gonna see me again, and I'm coming back in January. So we're gonna do it crazy.
But okay. So before we get into the show, before we get into all the stuff that you're into, I want to get to know actually your past a little bit. So tell us all about your past.
Man, it starts with lots of crazy shit. People always ask me how did I get my name Heatwave. Probably started from that. I used to when I was rapping, I used to rap a lot. Just when I was younger, I was just raised around music. My family would play African music.
Where were you born?
I was born in Lesotho, Tapaseka. It's in South Africa.
Okay.
Very small country, but my family's from Uganda in East Africa. And when my mom was pregnant with me, there was a civil war in Uganda, so they fled from there and went to South Africa. Then I was born in this weird small country. It's crazy because the country I was born in is known for lots of poverty, you know what I'm saying? And it's just cool that I was born there, and I'm not I'm kind of successful in their eyes, so it's kind of hope that shit can happen. But anyways, that's where it started. I came to Canada when I was 5-6 years old. From there, and then lots of music was in the house. My sister would play Run DMC, Tupac, all that shit. I was a little kid, heard all that stuff coming up. That's how I fell in love with music. Then after that, I was in love with sports, like basketball, soccer, but I chose basketball over soccer. And basketball and hip-hop have a weird relationship.
Oh, they go hand in hand?
Right, since time, you know what I'm saying? So I was in love with basketball to the point where it was hip-hop and basketball just growing up. I turned, so by the time I'm 10 years old, I'm hearing Puff Daddy, I'm hearing B.I.G., and from there, I just started writing lyrics and entering talent shows and rapping, girls going crazy. I'm a young kid, not taking it serious. Then when I was younger, for basketball, I got scouted by lots of prep schools in America and shit like that. So I moved to the States. So I experienced elementary and up to 8th grade in Canada. And then from 9th grade, I moved to Seattle, Washington. So that change was crazy because now in my high schools and in my elementary, I would rap at school and everybody knew I can rap. So I'll be rapping, battling, killing everybody as a youngster. Then when I moved to America, I went to my school. If in Canada there's 5 kids that could rap in my school, in America there's probably 100.
Yeah.
So that didn't stop me. It just lunchtime was pretty crazy for the first like month of school. Like when you first start school there, people want to get to know each other. Lunchtime, oh he raps, 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 oh he raps. Yo, people are just rapping the whole lunch. People are ciphering, seeing who's what, what's what, and that's probably the first time I've seen like maybe like two or three people be able to hang with me because I really worked on my craft at that time, you know. So I was like, God damn, these guys are incredible, and I never wanted to give them the props like that, but they were incredible, you know. So that just made me keep staying in love with the sport of music and writing new music and this. So by that time, I was a kid, you know. I was like 15 years old, living in Seattle, Washington, after doing my homework and probably listening to some music. That kept on going. Never took it serious. Went to college for like a year, and I realized in college that I was like paying for tuition, and I would never focus in class. I would just always write lyrics. So I'm like, I'm just pissing away all this like loan, tuition money, whatever is going on. So yo, I just kept on working on my music, and then there's this legendary group from Canada called the Rascals, and they were on tour, and I actually got invited to play this one show in Vancouver. It's my first show ever, and it was like a sold out crowd. I played it, and I killed it. Like I rehearsed so hard, like you couldn't even imagine, and I killed it. And from there, I got recruited by like labels, by the Rascals, and from there, they told me to drop out of school and go on tour. From there, they took me to Dominican Republic, Chile, Haiti. I toured Canada about like 10 times back and forth. Played in New York, SOBs, like just like crazy experiences. Went to the craziest parties with like so many big celebrities at such a young age. And I wasn't in the forefront, I was in the back, but I was on the road for like, so I was living in hotels for like 3 years. You know, like I'm talking about like in Toronto, high-end suites, 2 weeks straight, and boom, we're in Dominican Republic, boom, then we're in New York. Like, then I'll maybe come back home to Vancouver for like 3 days, and I get a call, yo, you gotta go to Colombia. Boom, meet me at the airport tomorrow. Boom, I'll go to Colombia. I had to make sure I had my passport. So I had to get back home for like 3 days. I'm gone somewhere crazy, exotic, Antigua, the Caribbeans. That was what, and that's behind the scenes. So that experience taught me how to tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I just also got that experience also built my network because now I just know, like, now some of the people, like, I met Drake before he blew up.
What?
So I was in Toronto. Drake, he would finish Degrassi. He was just getting to his music, and we were at some Chinese spot, bro, in Toronto. And we got introduced to each other. Like, yo, Heatwave, me, Drake, me, Heatwave. We're just, like, young. We were, like, he wasn't even big yet. Like, you know? He was just above the bubble. Yeah, I met him that time. I've been invited to his parties, OVO parties when I'm out there, VIP. I've been there before the weekend was big. Like, yeah, all these motherfuckers, bro. Before Kendrick Lamar was big, I was like Kendrick. Yeah, man, Drake's a big fan of Kendrick Lamar. I know that because he was actually playing a Kendrick Lamar's song before anybody knew Kendrick Lamar at an OVO party, and I was there.
And now they don't fuck with each other anymore.
I guess not. I don't know, but I know Drake likes his shit. I was at the party. You know,
sorry, Kendrick is my absolute favorite rapper of all time.
Right. So that happened, and then, you know, I just started touring and shit, playing lots of shows with the Rascals, doing my thing, and then from there, I started building like a big home fan base and shit, you know. So I just started working that on my own, started branching on my own, developing my sound, and then the crazy thing is that I started becoming more independent because I wasn't touring with the Rascals. I was playing shows that I can by myself, me and my own boys. And then I was doing that when like dispensaries weren't even like going on in like Canada, you know? So like my big homies, which are like done touring, whatever, they started opening up dispensaries, illegal ones. Like it was very like we're like you put weed in the shelves and like people were scared, like the police are gonna come in. Like this is before nothing, you know. So I got to experience display, you know, where now I come from touring, then it's like, yo, my big homies are like, yo, keep doing the music, but we got something very serious. I think you need to just get involved with. So that's where I had to learn how to balance my time. So what started happening was that I stopped touring, but I had a studio at home, so I was still creating music on a daily. I was still behind the scenes.
Were you done touring and doing all this?
Let's say like 2014,
Okay.
2013, 2014. You know what I'm saying?
Your
Yeah.
album dropped around then. Like you were working.
Yeah, I put out projects. I put out lots of projects. Put out music still, but like I took like a little hiatus for like 2 years, from like 2014 or something.
You dropped High Heat that year.
Yeah, exactly. Then after that, I really didn't really drop too much shit after that. But I was still working on my craft, developing my sound. But I was building the marijuana game to the point where like, at that point we opened up a dispensary, and now we have 20 of them.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we're the biggest dispensary in Canada called Canada Clinic. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I'm a part of building that business as well. So what I learned from that side is like how to set up like let me see like how to get a space. And then like for example, people were selling weed in the streets, right? Just running around, right? And then we're like, no, why don't you just get a store, a location, people can just come. And so like just that lesson, I apply that to music. I have a studio, right? I love to be in the studio, but I got a space where people could come, and it just comes like that. Then as the shows, I get venues, I book them. People come just like that, you know. So I learned that. Then I learned how to market and how to get the word out. You know, either get free deals or through social media by being consistent every day, or like marketing things like throwing parties and getting awareness out, or like getting yourself in advertisement magazines. So like for music, I have billboards in my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm consistent every day on marketing the Heatwave brand and Heatwave multimedia and the kids and the message and what the hell we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I learned all these things from opening up successful businesses in other industries. Where like now, I also learned you must have capital.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't come into the music game without real capital. More like, and not only that, I like to come with intimidating capital as well in the music game, especially because I learned how to play with 20 up to grow 20 dispensaries. So imagine what I'm trying to do over here now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to come in with capital to do things to make shit move, or we can't move. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's my background, man. I got a dope sound. I've been developing it. I'm very independent, and I just had to step back and just be a student of the game. You know, some people are like just scared to like pump the brakes for a sec and just figure it out, because sometimes you can take a step or two back to make 100 steps forward. Sometimes you can keep going fast and you can keep forcing it. You're only gonna be going like this because you're not figuring something out. You know. So my advice to lots of artists is that make sure like financially, make sure you have another industry that's doing other things. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have other things that are feeding this. Because if you look at most of the successful artists, let's talk about Drake. Last year, most of his money didn't even come from music. He's opening up an OVO store in Vancouver. He has many OVO stores that are going to be blowing up. And he's also involved in the Toronto Raptors, right? And he got real estate as well, too, right? And then the music helps people like bring awareness very fast for very cheap, especially when you have power like an artist, right? So even like people like Rick Ross, once they get to a certain level of success, Jay-Z, they go over into other industries and use their star power, right, to blow things up fast, right? So I understand that, you know, like I'm into real estate. I have a junk removal company as well too, and they blow up pretty fast compared to average Joe just because I have a crazy social media. You know what I'm saying? Where I could be like, yo, I got this service and everybody's talking about it by tomorrow. Where Bob and Brad got to pay $1,000 to do an influencer to do this, you know what I'm saying? Or they might not have to network like me, you know? So now music's more of a business because I deal with labels, and most artists don't know what I know. So labels, what I just said, they take advantage of artists. Artists been getting screwed for years when it comes to music. They don't own their masters because they don't pay for studio time. Artists don't pay for their own studio time. They get their manager or an investor. They don't have intimidating capital. So it's like they're already going to debt for something they created. It doesn't make sense. It's like somebody making a dish of food, putting it here, then the chef's in debt.
Yeah.
Hey, the chef here, it's like the chef goes to Denny's and he's in debt.
Yeah.
So it's like, why does the artist go to Def Jam? He's in debt.
Yeah, I know.
Right, bad business, right? So just all of that doesn't make sense. That's why it's like I sit down with lots of successful artists, and when you look at them, they look happy. But when I chill with them when I'm eating dinner, they're pissed off. So I got to learn this, right? That they're mad they don't have as much as they should have. They're mad they maybe fucked up their money and they got the wrong advice how to handle it. Shit like that, right? So I saw that and I just said, hey, what's life about? Is it about being a rapper and then fall it off, or is it really about doing what you have with this power? Like I look at that from a Bob Marley point of view. Like this is a spiritual thing. The microphone, you can make people riot, you make people cry, make people, So you got to make sure you know what you're doing with this microphone. So me, I know what I'm doing with my time. There's a time for this, and there's a time where people will remember this, what I've done, and I'll be on to other things. Cause what's life about?
Exactly. I know exactly what you're saying. You're providing a little bit more grounding for people that may be lost or like need a direction or something like that with what you have.
I didn't have too much. Well, I did have I had direction, but like I say other things I had to figure out by just like taking risks and doing it on my own. But I already knew what it was. Somebody showed me where the water is, then they can't swim for me, So like that's what I'm doing for these kids. I'm like, okay, yo, I got the waters in Kelowna. Come on, okay, swim. Yeah. You say you can swim. Yeah. Swim in these currents.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. So, okay, I have a few things that I want to kind of go off of all that. But before we do that, how do you find the balance to, say, manage your multimedia, your rap career, your cannabis industry, all that stuff that you have going on and keep in contact with all these people? How do you manage all that, and how do you manage your sleep?
I have a guy which works very close to me, call him my business partner. And he doesn't rap or anything. He just does business. So he enjoys phone calls, emails. He enjoys it. Okay. So I don't enjoy getting 20 calls, 30 calls a day from people and having to be a problem solver. Yeah. So what he does, he brings it down, If the 20 calls are coming, they're all going to him. Or most of them, important shit, confusing shit, and then he comes to me with very challenging things, maybe 4 challenging things, and I'm prepared for him, 5, 10 things with him, But he dealt with the other 30 things that went wrong, right? Okay. Or so I have a good guy. God bless, I have a good guy like that, A lot of patience to find somebody like that. Yeah, but it's also we're raising each other, So like he's making my life easier, and I'm making his life easier in many ways. You know what I'm saying? So he's having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. And it's like cool, perfect. Like he needs a guy like me who's also an artist, also half artist, half business. I need a guy who's full business. Yeah, absolutely. Full. So like while, for example, I have kids who I'm responsible for, who I'm bringing up here, like Ness, EBA Mob, all these guys. I'm not with them right now. I'm with you, but I know they're with my business partner, so they're safe. They're eating food. Everything's going down. I don't have to chill with them. You know what I'm saying? They can chill with them. They can get driven to the hotel. They're good. I got my business partner. He got that. So I just gotta make sure you got a good team, like that department's good. I have a good business partner. I have a good accountant that shows me how to spend my money properly, how to get tax write-offs, what's what, how to move, how to grow your business. I have a good lawyer who shows you what's right, what's wrong. Absolutely. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you just gotta have good people in place, man. Not too many. You really just need 5 or 6 or 7 good people, and then you're good.
Yeah. And finding the right person, it could be a really hard thing because come on, Rihanna, right? You know what I mean? Look at what happened with her, but she also turned that situation to a hit song too. So but still though, finding the right people is a very tricky and rare thing. But when you pull it off though, you can get in so many different spots. So okay, I wanted to kind of ask you as well, for somebody that may be listening that has a career in music that they want to pursue. They have talent, they have music that resonates with themselves or with other people. How do they market themselves to get heard more and just kind of grow as musicians, as business people? Because for somebody that can make the music and everything, sometimes it just doesn't come as second nature to some people. How do you get your Instagram followers to start growing? How do you get people to engage more? How do you get people to care?
Well, let me give you an example. most people have Facebook or had Facebook before, right? And then most people learned how to work Facebook, like the in and outs, like all the buttons, all right. Well, check it out. There's something called. Okay, I'll give you another example before I get to it. Most people wake up, go on YouTube, and watch music videos,
Yeah.
right, or funny shit, right? Okay, but there's a whole other side of YouTube that's just giving you free information, right? And people aren't watching, like the guys. I know you know Gary Vee and them, right? Okay, so for example, the lady that's bumping Rihanna all day, the bumping Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, she probably didn't take in a Gary Vee today. But Gary Vee gives you a new video daily. True. There's more people. There's Grant Cardone. There's lots of great people. That's just one way. Now, a second thing is there's something like when I brought up the Facebook thing to you, most people spend all year mastering Facebook.
Yeah.
There's something called SEO. You go to Google AdWords, right? So check it out. Say your name is Young Kelowna. You can go on Google, and then you can find all your links, your YouTube links, your Facebook links, your website link. You can put it in Google AdWords. Now, Google is one of the biggest platforms for searching for anything. There's something called Google AdWords where you can pick your demographic. You can target your demographic, target your age, and where you want to push this video. And then they give you a whole bunch of keywords that are around your industry. So say you're into food, you put pie, cheese, whatever, Italian food, whatever, into music, punk rock, whatever. So whenever anybody in these markets, you choose Kelowna, Vancouver, Italy, whatever, whenever anybody searches up sun or bun or whatever your keywords are, and you get to put about 1,000 good ones, you might pop up. Because you're getting pushed. Anybody look up your name, Kelowna Hotel, you might get pushed. And your picture's going to be there, and they might click it and be like, what's this? And the internet has so much traffic. I don't think more traffic than all of Canada in one day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can start with something like that. That's just one avenue, and that's very cheap. You can spend $20, $30, $50 a month, and your thing's getting pushed. But you got to learn the Google AdWords like how you learned Facebook. You know, you're going to learn it like how you learned PlayStation. You got to learn how you learn Instagram. Because people are so intimidated by this, but it's the same thing as learning Facebook. You know, so you're already very smart that you can learn Facebook. So you must be able to just learn this one. It might take you a month. Once you learn it, your shit, you know, now you open up the door. On how to get your shit wherever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know if I have a show in Amsterdam, I know how to promote it in Amsterdam from Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know how to SEO now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't go to school for it.
What does SEO stand for?
Search engine optimization.
There you go. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So for search engines, you know what I'm saying? So you can even do it on Yahoo, Bing, whatever. Just learn how to do that. And the whole world's going to start clicking your shit.
That's real. And the thing is, too, like, all these companies, they want you to spend the money to put your shit out there. You know what I mean? Like, Instagram wants you to, like, promote your stuff out there to get it out there. They want you to succeed, right? Because the more success...
Yeah. Like, Instagram is amazing because you upload a video, promote, and then you pick wherever targetable, and they distribute it for you. So they're already they're running around, putting it around for you. That's incredible. So you got to take advantage of that every day. Like, even I think Gary Vee, to quote him, he said, spend $1 a day. Something new, another dollar. Something new again, another dollar.
Oh, it's incredible. Like, I haven't put in any money yet into, you know, advertising myself just yet. But the amount of people, you know, like, I am so grateful for the amount of people that come up to me and are like, yo, you're For the Culture Canada. Yo, people never even met my brother. And they're like, they went up to him. And they're like, oh, For the Culture Canada. He's like, I actually have nothing to do with it. It's funny. But, like, no, he's like 23 now. Yeah, man, my youngest brother's 23. What the fuck? But no, people think that he's older than me. But anyway, that's regardless. No, but it's dope though. You know, like, the amount of reach that you can get with Instagram without even putting in $1 is incredible. Like, it's so underutilized, like this resource that we have, you know, and it just means that the more people see your work, the more traffic that Instagram gets, everybody just gets happier. They get to see your work and everything, you know, like Facebook works the same way. I can imagine Google AdWords works the same way. And that's how Gary Vaynerchuk, like, popped off in the first place, you know, like in the late 90s, early 90s, putting it in for his like dad's wine shop and stuff. But okay, so that's great advice for sure, absolutely. And managing your time with you know, a good business partner, that's a great way to go as well. Now I wanted to dive into your music a little bit. So like, you know, with your music, I find that it does change with the times and everything like that, you know? And you just put out East Van Dreams actually like earlier December on your YouTube channel with a documentary to go along with it. And in that documentary, you actually show like your little studio that you're in renovations with and everything like that. So that's really dope. With your music, are you like, you just put out an album, but what kind of direction do you see yourself going in, and are you working on new music as well? And what was the concept of East Van Dreams in the first place?
Well, like, the concept of East Van Dreams is just like, I was just stuck there, bro. I'm just like, shit. Like, what happened? And let me take you back a little bit. About 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, once like I got the dispensaries up and running and shit, I started getting back on the road to get on this music, getting my feet wet. So I'm like, yo, I played hella shows. I feel very like seasoned on stage, right? So I'm like, I need to go build more networks. So me and my best friend went to Atlanta before it really started bubbling, before Bad and Bougie, all that shit, you know? Like, just like a month before all that shit started going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So the way we went to Atlanta, we both didn't have a license, okay? And my boy looked at me like, yo, how much money you got saved? I'm like, 5K. He's like, how much money you got? So he's like, around 6, 7K. I'm like, put it together. He's like, we're leaving next Monday. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, man, we're leaving next Monday. I'm like, how long? We're like, until we figure it out. I'm like, for real? He's like, how are we going to go there? He's like, I'm going to go in my Honda Civic. I'm going to go to the mechanic. And we're going to. So we both have no license. We just have a passport and fucking music dreams to go to Atlanta. So we fucking get in a car from Vancouver, driving towards the border. We get to the fucking border. The border goes, hey, passports, please. Where you guys going? Going to the States? Well, for visiting family. Okay, gives it back our passports. Go. We look at each other. We're like, oh shit. What the fuck, man? What's up? We have no license. Remember this.
Oh my god.
So we cross the border. We go straight to the dispensary, get a joint, spark that bitch, and drive all the way. We stopped at like Ilchris's house, stopped at a few places. We followed the Google map. It said, get there in 5 days. We got there in 2.
How?
We're going like 250 all the way through Wyoming, North Idaho. Our car got stuck in the mountains because we had to sleep. We're like in North Idaho. I'm like, yo, I'm getting so tired. We're like, let's just sleep for like 4 hours till the sun comes back up. So we pull over and I just park and I left the lights on.
Oh no.
So now there's no reception. I'm in the mountains in the hills somewhere in Idaho. So I had to go, I woke up at 6 a.m. There's this big trucker parked like way back behind me. I pull up on him. I'm like, hey. He went up. I'm like, yo, my car needs a jump. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Give me a second. I'm like, oh shit, okay. No, he comes, gives us a motherfucking jump. We head to motherfucking Atlanta from Idaho. We driving in that bitch. We driving, yo. So now my boy, because that happened to me because I was fucking tired. So I'm like, let's park up. So now my boy's driving. We driving for the whole day. And then it's like, he's driving. I'm sleeping. We're in Iowa now. And my boy starts swerving because he's sleepy, right? So the police pull us over. So we're in the middle of Iowa, 6 a.m. It's cold as hell. We're looking, it's just farms. Just like pure farms. We're so far away from home. All our luggage is in there. So the police comes. He's like, so what you boys doing? Give us your license. We're like, oh, we don't have a license. We left it back in Montana at the gas station. All we have is our passports. He gives us the passports. And now it's like 6 a.m. in Iowa. So it's like 2 hours or 3 hours ahead, 2 hours ahead from BC. So for them to call ICBC, it's like 4 a.m. ICBC ain't picking up. So they just let us go to Atlanta. So we just drive straight. So check it out. We get to Atlanta. So me and my boy are like, where are we gonna stay? So we're like, shit, let's go look on the hotels. We're looking through all the hotels. One hotel said, oh, I'm never going, review said, I'm never going back here. All there is pimps and hookers. There's a girl screaming in the hallways. Guy got robbed. Me and my boy were like, that's where we need to go. That sounds like hope. We pull up in the hood of Atlanta. It's like $50, $40 to stay in this motherfucker. And as soon as I walk in, I've been to Atlanta before. Like, check it out. I've been there 8 years ago from the day we went. 8 years ago. And there's this guy who was like signed to like T.I., Young Capone or whatever back in the days. And I met him back then. Like, we did like a song when I was like younger. Okay. And I'm walking into that hood-ass motel, and he walks out of it with a bitch pimping her. I'm like, Capone. He's like, Heatwave? I'm like, what the I'm just bringing my luggage. I'm like, dude, what the fuck going on? This guy over in Vancouver, me and my boy, blah, blah. And it's so random. And first second, walking into that crazy hotel, I see my homie and pimping a bitch. It's no more than lunch. Every hotel is full of niggas is pimping bitches. It's crazy.
That's so wild.
Yeah, right. So we're in there. So I'm in Atlanta. And pretty much, that's pretty. Well, I forgot her question. I was just going crazy. I was trying to add
I
a
was
point.
asking you, like, what was East Van Dreams about?
Right. So check it out. So yeah, with all that, I got lots of networks. I developed the sound. I got videographers from Atlanta. I just met people. You know. Hold on a sec. But yeah, that experience has helped me grow a lot, make lots of contacts out there. I work with lots of artists. Got like a big network in Atlanta, you know. So I got to see like just how to be a businessman out there, because there's lots of black entrepreneurs, successful ones out there. So I've never seen that before, you know, just like lots of successful brothers, you know what I'm saying? So that rubbed off on me. I just like step my game up, just like, nah, I'm gonna be like that, because I don't really get to see that out here. You know what I'm saying? So, I learned how to just do things cheaper. In Atlanta's all finesse. Like they get things for the low. They're always looking for the best deals, and everybody knows how to do like 10 different things. This guy can shoot, rap, edit, mix, all in one. All these guys are so talented. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, I gotta be like that too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So there's like, yeah, that's the home of like, you know, the Gucci Mans, the T.I.s, you know what I'm saying? The independent bosses are all there, you know what I'm saying? So you feel the energy, especially when you go in their nightlife, you know? It's just like, okay, this is Hollywood, baby, you know what I'm saying? But with that whole experience, I moved back to Vancouver, because out there my homies are like, yo, bro, why you out here, man? They're like, you guys got legal weed in BC. We want to be there. Like all of Atlanta, the town where I'm from, they're like, we're trying to go there, like take us to Vancouver, like that's lit, you know. So I had to take my ass back home and like try to just like run it up, you know, the best we can, so I can do this the best way I can, you know. And I moved back to Vancouver. I live in East Vancouver, and I just had dreams, bro. I just like said like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real, because like the thing about me when I'm in America, I'm so cool to the Americans, because I'm like a cool Canadian to them, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I talk East Van Dream shit, it might not sound the coolest shit to it sounds cool to a Vancouver kid, but it sounds even cooler to a kid who's way further away in Sweden, or a kid who I encounter in Texas. When he hears my bars, he's like, wow, that's what it's like? Oh, y'all making the pack jump? Like, what? Like, what's it's gutted? It's hood out there? Like, what's it like? Like, you know, so I felt that it was very important for me that I have fans now outside of my comfort zone, for me to, now I know they're listening to me, that I got to tell my real story. It's almost like, yo, if you saw my cover of my album is just me in the park with my dog running behind me. That's right across the street from my house. I'm there every day. That's how I wrote this. That's how I came up. That's how and even what I'm doing right now, taking the kids from my neighborhood out my neighborhood and saying, yo, you don't gotta hustle. You're supposed to really be doing this. I'm gonna show you, because I'm gonna take you out here. This is all East Van Dream shit. You know what I'm saying? No one's really done this for my neighborhood, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, the direction with the music is just like it's organic. It's gonna grow forever. I feel like my sound gets better like with time. It's just like wine. You know, it gets better. It ages with time. You know, it gets better and all that. So like, the music's gonna keep growing. And plus, I'm always with the youth. So it's like. It's like ageless with me, you know. Just like oh yeah, boom, oh yeah, oh like my next things like for 2019 is gonna be very aggressive. Like I think I'm dropping a video like every 2 to 3 weeks, like the whole year. I have 10 videos stacked up on my computer, you know. We just been figuring out how to really SEO them, put them out properly, things like that, because it's a business side to it, right? You can't run around with your head cut off and just waste your money, you know what I'm saying? So now we understanding it more just because we're in the mud, you know. We're working it. I'm not just outsourcing it to somebody to get me a million views. I know how to get me a million views, you know. That's how I'm going to get it done, you know. So I can do it for other people, you know, and empower who I want to empower. But if I get somebody else to do it for me, I can't really empower people because I don't know how to do it. Yeah. But if I know how to do it, then I can empower you. I can tell you the SEO. Yeah. But if I didn't know that game, I don't think anybody would have told you that game. You know what I'm saying? They won't tell you that. But now I know that game. I'm telling you little tricks like that, and like whatever else I learned on this journey, I'm gonna empower. You know what I'm saying? Empower the ones I rock with, because that's what it's about, bro. You know?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and that makes a lot of sense. You know, like talking about your hometown. You know, the place that you reside in now, and like all the people that you're in contact with. And yeah, no, I saw your dog in there. You know, like on the cover and everything like that. It very much speaks to you and all that. And I get it, And you know, repping where you're from is like, you know, it worked for Kendrick, right? And it's what we know. It's right. It's authentic. So, so. You're going to be very aggressive with 2019, or I'm going to get into that a little bit more, but I wanted to actually ask you, you know, it's 2 days before Christmas now at this point. Like, bro, like where did 2018 go, you know? Like, yo, 2018's been one of the most insane years for music. You know, like hip hop is like the total forefront of everything. You know what I mean? And you know, there's been such amazing music dropping, right? Like we had Astro World from Travis Scott. We had you know, like Earl Sweatshirt's new album. We also had the Pusha T Drake beef. We had like Kanye's like whole summer that he totally just killed. Everything. And we also had a lot of tragedies as well. You know, like Mac Miller dying and X dying and stuff like that. Like it's been a wild year, okay? Now, I wanted to ask you, though, what was your 2018 like for you?
My 2018 was a growing year, man. I got Heatwave Multimedia. That's my media company, and we've been making moves like that. I opened that like I think it's June or July, and it's less than a year, and we threw about six parties already. I say 5 out of 6 have been hits, like solid, but maybe one. But you gotta feel that one that's not a hit, so you can know how that feels. Yeah. So you never go there again.
Oh, of course. So why wasn't it a hit? Like what happened?
Oh, just we sold lots of tickets. It's just competition in my city, and sometimes at that time we were brand new and people didn't want to see us win. Right. Yeah. But the way to beat those type of obstacles is to be consistent. So by the time you get to your third, your fourth, you start winning, and it starts snowballing effect, right? Then the love outweighs the hate. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. But it's been really aggressive, man, and like we've been growing a lot. I've been opening up studios, opening up other businesses. I've been taking risks, seeing what works, what doesn't, and that's cool because, you know, that sets up a good foundation for me to go bananas for 2019, you know. So now I know what works, what doesn't. I took all the necessary risks that people are scared to even take that I already did, where now it's like, okay, I see a light at the end of the tunnel, you dig?
And I want to elaborate a little bit more on 2019. Do you have any specific goals for that?
Lots, man. Trying to do lots of shows in the East Coast and on the West Coast. Trying to play like lots of shows in BC, from anywhere from like Vancouver to Victoria to Whistler to Kelowna to Kamloops to Nelson, then Alberta. You know, hit the main ones: Calgary, Edmonton, you know, Winnipeg, all the way to like, you know, Halifax, all the way to Toronto, Ottawa. But just touch the whole Canada, if we can. Maybe try to go to Europe, but definitely focusing on Canada and just learning how to tour and mastering our tour game, building a route, and then yeah, we got lots of talks with like booking agents that want to speak to us, But I'm still just trying to figure out our route and then get them to add on top of that, so I can have some say on how I want it to move, instead of them just taking full control and be like, you should go like this because I haven't done this and that. But if I've done this and that, they're like, okay, you can speak. Let's talk to you. Let's put it together, So I think festivals will come and start happening, but it's early. Like by first week of January, we'll be planning the whole year pretty much, man. And lots of music's coming out. I got my own studio where like we're in there every day, so music gets made every day. So such as distributing and putting things out, things are coming out every 2 to 3 weeks. All year long, we're just gonna put our head down for like a good 7 years and see where we're at, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Good 7 years. Holy shit, dude. Man.
Because it's like I got youngsters underneath me, right? Like I also look at it like the QC model where like the P and Coach K where like I'm kind of in that position, but I'm a musician, or like I look at myself like Russell Simmons, but I'm a musician, or I'm like, Yo Gotti's a boss too, somebody like that, or like Rick Ross, he's a boss too, or like Jay-Z, or like Drake, and like, so yeah, I set it up. I'm trying to set it up where like I'm running around my young boys, but like I'm trying to set them up to run by themselves as headliners too. So in a year or two, Young Ness will be headlining everywhere, or EBA will be going around, and I'll just be in the back throwing gang signs like Birdman and getting paid, right?
Yeah. I got you. Sounds like a very ambitious year, man. Sounds good. Like you really wanting to expand the multimedia thing, which doesn't just bring you up, but it brings the whole team up, and that's the key right there, When you all win, right? So that's what's up. That's great. I really like hearing that, man. And For the Culture Canada is going to be there to document it all. Like I want to be there to help you promote that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I want to be there for that, Like I want to make sure that whatever you have going on, I can bring it out there for you and show it to the people, Because, the support that we've been getting for this show has been incredible. Like this 2018 For the Culture Canada, I went into it actually, and I was fully, like, I had this mindset of, like, no one's going to give a fuck for the first year. And it's a liberating feeling, though, because you can do whatever you want. And it's like nobody's going to, like, judge you for that, like that mentality. But, it didn't happen like that. Like, right off the bat, people just support the shit out of it. You know what I mean? I love it. And so it just means, and without putting in any additional dollars into making it happen either, it's like, wow, there's potential here. And so I really appreciate the listeners for that. Like, it's incredible, and you artists as well. Like, you guys are so incredible. You guys make the world a more colorful and vibrant place and give a voice for people that can't do it themselves. You know what I mean? And so it's wonderful, man. I just love doing this. Meeting people like you is just like thrilling. Like, of course I'll stay up until 2:30 a.m. in a Denny's to get an interview. Yeah.
Who's your favorite interview guy? Like, who's your favorite like guy who interviews people?
Oh man, that's a tough question. See, there's different people that I love for different reasons, right? Like, for example, Adam 22. I love that he can like just troll whoever he's just interviewing, you know what I mean? Like, he could be very insightful with whoever he's talking to and really understand like who's actually going to make it. But like, he'll have like Soulja Boy on, for example, and he'll just like stay silent just to be like, I want to see how long I can keep you quiet for. Like, what is that, But people that have like asked great questions or just great interviews, I don't know, it's hard. I love Nardwar, dude. I met him actually last. Yeah. You know Nardwar?
Yeah, I know him. That's my dog. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love Nardwar. See, that's to me probably the most colorful interviewer I've ever seen, man. Like the amount of cosigns that he's gotten from all these different rappers for being sick. You know what I mean? Like, just incredible. It's totally inspiring. I don't know. A lot of my influences come from like a myriad of different spots. You know what I mean? It's just not from like a singular thing. I like seeing different people for different personality types, which is why I don't know if I can say I have my personal favorite. Yeah. But I have a question for you though, real talk. So, what's your favorite food from Cactus Club, and why is it the black and Creole chicken?
I like the calamari and I like the spicy chili chicken, and then I love the Creole black and Creole chicken because I love mashed potatoes, and the Creole chicken has garlic on it and it's very flavorful, and it has asparagus, and it's just a great high end meal.
Yo, no.
Cactus Club owes me for that, man. Yo, y'all owe me for that promo.
Yo, like my girlfriend works there and manages there, so like I'll let her.
Your girlfriend's hot. I know she is. You're doing good.
Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, I know those cactus girls have a reputation. They're wonderful people, man. They're wonderful. But yo, listen. Yeah, no, Cactus Club's awesome. I love the Creole chickens, man. Denny's is great too. Yeah, it's been great, man. Like, I want to really just thank you and appreciate you for your time. And I wanted to actually ask you one final thing. Did you have any additional questions for me at all, or anything you wanted to put out there?
Let me see, man. Heatwave Multimedia is growing. Heatwave is going to be a problem 2019. We're going to be touring everywhere. I'm bringing kids who are ready to go. We're going to be playing festivals like South by Southwest, North by Northeast 2019. Just follow heatwavemultimedia.com because I can't tell you what the future like holds for us, but I know that we're just going to be working hard every single day.
Facts. No cap. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. Nobody can predict the future, but you can always put in the work for it. So I respect that. Well, great, man. Thank you so much for this interview, man. Amazing. For the Culture Canada appreciates you. And, you know, Heatwave Multimedia, make sure you follow them. Make sure you also follow Heatwave. And, you know, we'll always be promoting their stuff. You know, we'll always make sure that people know what's going on and where they can keep in touch because, you know, it's important to get people aware of all of it, you know?
Yeah, man, because, you know, we're for the people. You know, we like without you, we don't have platforms. Without me, we don't like. I like to make platforms for people because we're pretty much a voice and the middleman and all that. And people wake up from going to their shitty jobs and they go to our blogs and they go to our pages and this helps them, bro.
Exactly. It's really like cathartic and therapeutic for a lot of people, hey? Like it provides an escape that a lot of people can't otherwise, you know? Yeah.
When you're spreading positivity.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just need to pick me up, like, and there's a thing that like music does that drugs just can't. I feel, you know, like, yeah. But it's amazing, and I wanted to thank you once again for coming down here. I wish you could have performed, but you know, next time there's no way the last time you're gonna be here.
Of course. I love you, Kelowna.
Yeah, and you know what? It's 2:30 a.m. Heatwave still got to finish his French toast, so we're gonna let him just like do that. But hey, I just wanted to give a quick thank you to all the listeners. I think this is gonna be the very last episode of 2018. I don't know. I'm still going to figure out my release schedule for the next week or so, but it's the 23rd as of today. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to all the listeners. You guys have been so incredible. You know, the love and support that I get in person, the love and support that I get just online, just it's amazing. And it's so far beyond what I expected going into this. And it flatters me so much that you care all so much. And, you know, please make sure that you support all your local artists, and you know, it's important. It's important to let people thrive in that because it makes the world a more vibrant place. And thanks once again to Heatwave and his entire team for coming on, and Miguel Ambrosia for putting on that wonderful show in Next Side. Kelowna Concerts, make sure you follow them. Those guys are incredible. Make sure that you follow Heatwave on social media like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you also follow them on YouTube as well. You just go by Heatwave Multimedia on YouTube, right?
No, it's crazy. It says Heatwave Matovu, but it's put Heatwave Van City and I'll pop up.
Yeah. East Van Dreams, yeah, all that stuff. Make sure that you find them. And, you know, if you're not really sure, I'll always have links available. You can DM me as well if you have any further questions. But thank you very much. Make sure you follow us at For the Culture Canada on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you know, everywhere. Anchor as well. And make sure you follow us on social media as For the Culture Canada on Instagram and Facebook as well. And keep an eye out for a YouTube page that just happened to get 37 new videos just popping up this week. Anyway, I'll let you know about that later. Have a great day, y'all.
What the heck, Port?
Make it that pack jump, make it that block jump, make it that trap jump, make your hood jump, just like Chris Kraus. Yeah, I drip sauce, I'm a big boss, nigga get lost. Make it that pack jump, make it that trap jump, make your block jump, make your hood jump, just like Chris Kraus. Yeah, I drip sauce, I'm a big boss, nigga get lost. Make it that pack jump.